inclusivity, both in the workplace and in the discharge of our extensive responsibilities as an election management body. Previous speakers spoke about special seats. We recognize the importance of taking such steps. In the last few years, the Commission created a special women's-only slot for promotion to the rank of director, and this policy has paid off. Today, 12 out of 22 departments and directors of the Commission are headed by women. This means that 55% of the directors at the INEC headquarters in Abuja today are women. Across the states of the Federation, many of our substantive administrative secretaries, who are also directors, are women. So don't be surprised if very soon men start complaining in INEC. With regard to the electoral process, we have agenda policy, which is periodically revised and updated. We have also established the Department of Gender and Inclusivity for the promotion of greater access to marginalized and underrepresented groups in the electoral process. Similarly, in our consultative meetings with political parties, we have constantly asked them to ensure greater representation for the underrepresented groups in party leadership. Many of them have responded positively, although much work needs to be done. And I want to assure you, Ambassador, that I listened to you carefully, and this matter of representation in political party leadership will be taken up at the next meeting, next quarterly consultative meeting with the political parties, which is coming up before the end of this month. For elected representation, the Commission believes that the most effective way of ensuring greater representation for women and other marginalized groups in the legislative assemblies is affirmative action, supported by a clear provision of the law, as was the case or has been the case in many jurisdictions. This calls for the amendment of sections of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 as amended, and the Electoral Act 2022. Accordingly, the ongoing review of the Constitution and the Electoral Act offers an opportunity to engage with our lawmakers on appropriate legislative action. Happily, the matter is back on the legislative agenda. At our retreat early this year, with members of the Joint Committee of the Senate and House of Representatives on Electoral Matters, we supported the amendment that will ensure greater participation of women in elective positions. So you can take the position of the Commission for granted. We are with you all the way. We welcome your consistent advocacy for women's participation and representation in political party leadership and elective representation in Nigeria. You should continue to count on the support of the Commission at all times.
That this is a conversation that I think the Commission can do a lot more than it is doing. There's a lot more than the Constitution, the Commission can do. I am hoping, for example, that the 14 new political parties should be asked what is their story on inclusivity. What is their story? Are they just going to have new parties that look like their own and continue to exclude instead of include? What is the story on inclusivity? And why should we allow the non-inclusivity to continue to exist in the midst of the kinds of political culture and environment that we live in? Women can provide a new value to the kind of democracy we have. We talk about the democratic deficits of our country. Women can bring in the quality and the persons with disability and the young people who all feel equally disabled by the political culture of our political parties in particular. It is time, I think, for us to see how we can talk about these issues together, have the conversation across the table, and come up with possibilities for the future. For me, I think the human mind and the human nature is about solutions. It's about innovation, it's about creativity. Let's think together, let's create together, let's see what the future can be. We have worked this journey for a long time. Now referring to Chico as a grandfather, when we started we were not grand, now we are grand. We won't be here for much longer, but we definitely want to bequeath a culture of political society where the values of women, persons with disability, our young people, when the young people got up, they got, what was it called? Yes, not too young to go. They got it, and where is it today? Like everything Nigeria. Get that far, then the systems and the structures, the fundamentals that block everything that ever wants to become present comes into it and denies it its progress. We the women want to see change. We want to see change. And Mr. Chairman, the strong women in Nigeria, the very productive women in Nigeria, we have to repeal men in Nigeria to make our country a better country. And we think that when it comes to leadership and participation and inclusion, these constituencies are important and we must bring them on board. We hope that in 2027, the miserable numbers that represent the political culture of our country and keep us at the bottom of most indices as it concerns inclusions and diversity will be reversed. Thank you for hearing us.
Today's advocacy visit really is an opportunity to discuss collaborative strategies for increasing women participation and representation in elected positions and political party leadership. And also to further the whole thing INEC has been doing around gender inclusivity within the Commission. We also hope that from this visit we can deepen partnership and collaboration between INEC and not just the electoral. We've been working with INEC, but also the other women prepared, because INEC really needs to create more new relationships, especially with women and women organizations and women associations. So we're hoping that one of the things that come out from this advocacy visit will be more women with more women-centric group relationship with INEC, and also that we aim to also be able to come up with strategies such a way that INEC can effectively implement the reserved seats for women bill when it is passed into law in Nigeria.